Okay, number 7. Number 7, again, we're going to multiply on one side and divide on the other. So I'm going to start off by doing fg of x equals, I'm going to do 12x on one side. Then we'll multiply by the gx. It's 11x to the 1/2. So fg of x equals 12 times 11 is 132, and then x times x and a half is x to the 3/2. Now you might be freaking out, where do the 3/2 come from? Remember, all variables have an understood 1 right there. So 1 plus 1/2 is 3/2. Cool. So then they tell us to evaluate it at 4. So f of g, f times g of x of 4 equals 132 times 4 to the 3/2, which the square root of 4 is 2, and 2 to the 3rd power is 8. So that's 132 times 8. And when you multiply together, I think that is 1056. Only reason I know that is I've done it 10 times this week. 132 times 8. Yep, 1056. And that's your multiplicative side. All right, your division side, same idea. We're going to do f divided by, it helps if I use the right pen. We do f divided by g of x. We'll put the f function on top, so the 12x, divided by the g function. And if the g function was the one, it was g divided by f, we would put g on top and f on bottom. But alas, that's not how it works. X to the 1/2. And since 12 divided by 11 doesn't reduce, we're just going to leave it alone. So it stays 12 over 11. But again, remember, there's a little understood 1 right here. 1. So 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. So this turns into an x to the 1/2. And since it's positive, it stays on top. Last but not least, f divided by g of x, not of x. Again, one of these days I'm going to remember how to do that. We're going to evaluate at 4. So that's 12 over 11 times 4 to the 1/2, which equals, let's clean that up, times 4 to the 1/2. Okay, 4 to the 1/2 is 2, so 12 times 2 is 24, divided by 11. And that, again, does not reduce. So that's your answer on the right. Now, understand, I do realize that you can't just kind of stick this thing in your calculator and go, but remember, your tests are going to ask you for this equation right there. You need the equation and the answer. This one only gets you a point. This one gets you the rest of the way. Follow me? Cool. Yeah, let's do number 8 real quick. Won't take us very long. Give me a second. Number 8, again, f times g of x. So let's use the right color. Fg of x equals the f function, which is negative x cubed, times the g function, which is not negative. If I read correctly, 2 times the cube root of x. Now, before you freak out and think, oh, how do I take care of a cube root and an x to the third? Remember, a cube root can be stated as an exponent. So I can write this as 2 times x to the 1/3. Remember, the top number is the power, like you're used to, and the bottom is the root. I'm not sure power is the right technical term for it, but that's how it works. The top is the normal exponent, the bottom is the root. So now that you've got that way to go, you can add those together. So we've got f times g of x equals negative 2 x to the, that's what, 9/3, so 10/3, x to the 10/3. All right, and so that is the first part of your equation. You've got your equation. To evaluate at negative 64, so here we go. F times g of x equals negative 2 times negative 64 to the 10 thirds. So that's 4. That's negative 4 to the 10th. I'm just going to stick that in my calculator. 64 to the... no, negative 64 to the 10 thirds is... wow, 1,048,000. So let's go ahead and multiply it by negative 2. You get negative 2,097,152. I really wish I could. That's a pretty big number, but hey, it's what it is. All right, let's do divide. Let's do the divide. If I do f divided by g of x, I get the f function on top, negative x to the third power, divided by the g function, 2 third root of x, which remember, the third root of x is simply x to the 1/3, so I can write it as 2x to the 1/3. Cool? And so now we can reduce. The numbers out front, 1 divided by 2 doesn't reduce, so we'll just leave it as negative 1/2. I'll put the negative out front, actually. Negative over 2. And then we'll subtract the exponents. 3 minus a third, that's what? 9 minus 1 is 8, so that's 8 thirds. Since it's positive, it's a x to the 8. Let's write that better. 8 thirds, right there. So that would be your function. Right? And to get the answer, we'll do f divided by g of x. Nope, of 64. And I wrote x on the last one. 64 negative 64 equals negative 64 to the 8 thirds divided by 2. So this time I'll do negative 64 to the 8 thirds, and I'll divide it by negative 2, and we get negative 32,768. And so that is your answer for number 8. Cool? All right, number 9. Let's just do that one real quick too. All right, number 9 is more of the same. Again, we'll just burn through this real quick. F times g of x equals 36x to the 7/4 times 4x to the 1/2. All right. So f times g of x equals 36 times 4, which 36 4 is 12. 6 times 4 is 24, so it's 144. 36 times 4. That was right. It's 144. X to the 7/4 plus a half. 7/4 plus 2/4, so it's 9/4. That is your main function. And from here we'll evaluate at 16. So fg of 16 equals 144 times 16. 16 to the 9/4. Yeah. Which I think that's 512 times 144, but let's do that real quick. 16 to the 9/4 is 512. I love it when I'm right. Times 144 is something huge. Equals 73728. 73,728. Alright, so that's the multiply. Let's do the divide real quick. Get the right pen. F divided by g of x equals my f function, 36x to the 7/4, divided by my g function, 4x to the 1/2. Forgot my parentheses. So again, f divided by g of x equals 36 divided by 4, which 36 by 4 is 9. and then 7/4 divided by 1/2, or 7/4 divided by 2/4. 7/6/5. That's 5/4. X to the 5/4. So there's your function, reduced on down. And then your equation, f divided by g of 16 equals 9 times 16 to the 5/4, which I'm pretty sure is 32, but let me check that real quick. 16 to the 5/4, nope, 16 to the 5/4 is 32, and 32 times 9 is 288. There you go. Good luck to you.